All to Bud's last jam, a celebration of a great musician. Yeah. My name is Gary. My lovely wife, Den, has known Bud for 40 years or so. Now I'm a bit of a blow-in. I first met Bud only about 30 or so back. I'd like to give you a little insight into the man that we know. Bud was a man of passion. He loved his grandchild, his children, his music, and his friends, in that order. Bud was born at the beginning of 1949. His father was an American GI and he married an Aussie girl. And they went back to America at the end of the war, and Bud was born in Guthrie, Oklahoma. Bud's father was a skilled musician, and we've heard stories of his talent. Obviously, it was passed on to his son. Then Bud passed it on to Steph, and now maybe Willow. That war magic music gene. He was nearly 2 years old when they moved back to Australia. His sister Mary was born in Oz shortly after they arrived. Bud worked in the forestry, various other jobs. He became a carpenter, then trained for fire rescue at Mackay Airport. But music was always a part of Bud's life. He played in many bands over the years. Coventry, one I can remember him talking about, but there was others. Bud was a single father of 2 beautiful girls. He worked at the airport during the day and played at different venues at nights and weekends. Bud had a terrible motorcycle accident. When he lost the use of his right arm, his life changed forever. A hard and rough road. But in typical Bud fashion, he got on with it and he learned to cope. Brendan was welcomed into the world and life changed again. Brendan was a special gift. He was proud of his little mate. But then Bud had his mind set on building a family home. So he set out designing and building the house. We say single-handed. But even back then, Bud had a large group of loyal, generous friends who offered their time to help him realise his dream. He may have only had one arm, but he had many hands. But make no mistake, Bud was always the boss. He was the foreman, the instructor, and it was done to his specifications. Hammering nails was a concern. He would let Den hold the nail. She took that job after Mandy left home. Holding the small and large nails in the right position, of course. Then he would hit it, and she'd let go and he'd finish the job. He never missed. I'm glad to say that. We trusted Bud, no doubt about it. That house, Buddy's Manor, is another daunting task he set himself. It was a big job for any two-handed man, but Bud forgot that he only had one, but it never stopped him. He stuck to his dream, leaving his children a helping hand. A bloody hand again. That dream now stands to remind us all that anything can be achieved if we have faith in ourselves. Bud got knocked down, but he got up again, and again, and again. Bud didn't play music for 12 long years after his accident, and his magic person, he struggled for a while. But then Bill said to him, try this. and he put a bass, an amp in his hand, and he turned it up. Bud struggled for about 5 minutes. Then he saw the potential, and over time, with his dogged determination, he mastered the new Bud technique, and he was playing better than ever. Bill saved his soul. Bud found his passion again. Bands were formed. Sometimes the line-up changed, but Bud was always there, rocking his beloved Rickenbacker. He loved playing to audience, big or small. In fact, he didn't need an audience. He also loved passing on any knowledge he could to up-and-coming musos.
And muffins.
Bud inspired so many to just have a go.
Muffin man.
Bud said himself, Langford's Sunday Jam, that was his church. He looked forward all week to coming and jamming with his many friends and fellow musos. Yeah. I remember he would have me strum while he did the chords on an acoustic guitar. I couldn't play a bloody thing, but I can now. He was an awe-inspiring, magnetic mentor to all. We think he sold his right arm at Crossroads. He paid his dues, but he kept his soul.
And muffins. And muffins.
Yeah. You could always rely on Bud if needed. He'd stop everything, make a cuppa, sit down at his table, and he'd listen. Many times we were invited to his house for a meal. He was a good cook, but his favourite was to go out and enjoy a good all-you-can-eat buffet. Bud would give you the shirt of his back. To the very end, he looked after his friends. He would go out, right out of his way if he could to help. Bud and his mate Rod did the last bit of tinkering around the house. He imparted knowledge, and Rod and Thelma will carry on in their house. He never forgot birthdays. We'll miss his chocolates, Bunnings vouchers, and well thought out cards.
Scratchies.
So, Bud, a father, a logger, a carpenter, a fireman, an owner-builder, a musician, a mentor, a master, a friend. A sight to behold. A talented, bright and colourful man. I, myself, will raise a glass of rum and water, then maybe a shot of tequila, and have a toast to our friend Bud. Rock on. Thank you. If anyone feels the urge and they've got a few things to say, please feel free, come up and say your bit.
You can't say much more than that.
Thank you very much to Gary and Denny. It's a hard job to get up and talk about your close friends like that, and you would have done him proud, I'm sure. I've got a note here that I'd like to read out from a beautiful lady called Thelma. Thelma Gospel, we all know. She's a shy little petal, so I'm going to read this for her.
Sorry.
Everyone, this is from Thelma. Lucky I watched Zoom. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure what to say, as words just aren't enough for our loss of Bud Moore, my longest and closest friend. We knew each other for 43 years, and each one of those years holds treasured memories. Good and bad, Bud supported me through my divorce and cancer. He came and visited me when I needed help and support.